Hey guys, what's up? It's Sydney and welcome back to my channel and to another Haunted Locations episode. Now this week we are going to be talking about the Poinsett Bridge, and this is located in Greenville, South Carolina. Now this bridge is incredibly beautiful. It is entirely made of stone and has a very unique and gothic look to it. This antique bridge has a 15-foot arch that you can actually walk underneath. And there is a lot of history that goes underneath this bridge. It was built in 1820 and is believed to be the oldest bridge in South Carolina. Due to this, it was added to the National Registry of Historic Places in 1970. Now, this bridge is welcome to visitors and locals alike, but you might want to know the legends before you take a trip to the Poinsett Bridge, especially late at night. Now, as far as these legends go, and as far as I know, these are all just legends. So keep that in mind when you're listening to the legends that surround this beautiful Gothic bridge. So the first legend is that a slave was actually lynched and hung here and left to die, which I do believe because there were a lot of hangings, especially during that time period of its early existence. So I do believe this. It was not an uncommon thing. The second legend is actually kind of a combination of legends. So basically, one says that a man was working on this bridge at the time of its construction and was entombed inside the bridge, and he eventually died inside the bridge, obviously, because he was trapped. And the second part of this legend is that the workers would get sick from malaria and they would actually bury their bodies around the property. Now, these other legends are not as popular but are noteworthy and worth mentioning, so I am going to mention them now. So the first one is that a man was killed in a car accident here in the 1950s, and he actually haunts the bridge himself. The next one is that a woman was actually decapitated here, either at the bridge or around the bridge. And last but not least, there is a legend that says that this bridge was actually built on an Indian burial ground. So that in itself comes with a whole Pandora's box of bad shit. Now, as far as the legends go, there are no actual historical documentation of these things happening. But this is actually very common amongst haunted locations. So especially the older locations, they are a lot more outdated and usually don't have a whole lot of historical documentation behind them. But as far as this goes, I do believe that something eerie and very strange did happen here, because the horses that are used in this area actually refuse to cross this bridge or walk by it in any sense. And to me, animal instinct is very telling. And I've said that before in an episode, but I think it's incredible when an animal is being so responsive to something that we believe may be there, but we are not sure ourselves. Now, this bridge is almost 200 years old, so it is very possible that the information was lost or buried throughout time. And also very possible that a lot of these things did happen because it has been in existence for almost 200 years. I personally believe something terrible or tragic did happen at this bridge, purely because it is chock full of paranormal activity. So multiple guests and visitors and ghost hunters and paranormal investigators alike have gone to this bridge and actually caught more than a few things on camera and other recording devices and things like that. But as far as some of those things go, people have seen and captured lights and orbs, strange sounds, full-bodied apparitions, high EMF spikes, which is odd because in this area it's very remote and there's no actual towers anywhere around, so it's very odd, or would be very odd, to pick up anything else that's not coming from this location. People hear screams and bone-chilling moans as well. And not only all of those, but there are instances of people's cameras malfunctioning, their microphones malfunctioning, And basically, kind of the same thing with the El Campo Santo Cemetery. So their cars wouldn't work, their cameras wouldn't work, they would have car trouble, they would have, microphone trouble. So it's just very similar in that aspect. Now, like I said, this is in South Carolina, and there is a lot of history that goes within South Carolina on its own. So I think it would be incredibly interesting to go here and check out the Poinsett Bridge and just kind of see if you can pick up on anything. It is interesting because there's not a lot of historical fact behind it, and that's what makes it so kind of intriguing. But it is definitely one place that I would love to go see and try to pick up anything on like an EMF reader or anything like that. So I definitely have this on my bucket list. But it's two of my favorite things, so how could it not be on my bucket list? It's, Gothic style, like architectural ideals and ghosts. So I'm definitely going to be going to this location and checking it out. But tell me what you guys think. What legends do you think are true? What legends do you find the most terrifying or traumatic? And what, if anything, haunts the Poinsett Bridge? Let me know down below. Comment, like, subscribe, all that bullshit. And if you have any suggestions for any other haunted locations that you would like me to do, please leave them in the comments below. I always love getting suggestions, especially places that I've never heard of, because it's more interesting for me to research into it and learn about it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Wednesday for another haunted locations. If you want to go ahead and give me a follow, you can. All of that will be in the outro, and I will see you guys next Wednesday.